Hi guys,
Hey.
we're back with another video. Today we wanted to talk about how being natural has changed our lives in different aspects. How has it changed your life?
I think you were gonna say like how it taught us self-worth.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, but that's basically it. How has it changed my life? Well, why don't we talk about our natural hair journeys?
Oh yes.
So we can start with that, so that way everybody can kind of get an idea of our journey and how we got to where we are. So I actually became natural because I wanted to, but I was scared. She came up with the idea, and she actually went for it first. So why don't you start, and then I'll jump in because technically you were first.
Okay, so I started being natural about, I think it's been 7 years. Oh my God.
Yeah,
it's been 7 years. It was quite a journey. Oh my God. I remember when I first started, my friend Nini actually, she put me on. She was like, why don't you go natural?
Really?
Yes. She was like, she stopped relaxing her hair. And I'm like, what does it mean to even stop relaxing your hair? Like, I've been relaxed since I was freaking, I don't know, like,
since we were born. I remember being like
long
5
time.
or 7 when my mom first put my hair.
Yeah, my mom couldn't deal with my hair.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what does it mean? What do you mean stop relaxing your hair? Can I even do that? I didn't even know there was such thing. And so I told my mother, I was like, Mom, I want to stop relaxing my hair. I didn't even know what I was asking. She was like, okay, but, in Spanish, she would be like, ay, está bien, mi amor, pero tú te vas a ver eso, ese kinky hair. She like basically was saying
right,
like,
nappy.
you about to see some naps coming out. So I didn't understand that because I also, like I said, I didn't understand what my hair looked like. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go natural, whatever. I told everybody. I told Mariela, I told my sisters, and they didn't understand it either.
No, I did because I remember seeing girls like that, but I didn't think like I could do it. I was like, oh, you
didn't think you could do it, right?
I was like, all right, you do it.
Right?
You do it first. That's the first thing I said. I'm like, oh, okay. You want to go natural with me? I was like, you do it first. Go ahead. I'll follow you.
No, I was just like, maybe that's what their hair looks like. That's definitely not my hair. That's what I was saying. And so I was like, okay. So I told my mother to stop relaxing my hair. I remember 3 months into it, I would relax every 3 months because that's when you saw, the little naps coming out.
I used to do it every month.
Oh, that's crazy.
So you can only imagine because obviously my hair is kinkier. So the moment that you started to see the kinks, my mom would relax it. So.
Oh gosh. I remember when I started going in a little bit, I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to relax. And I remember I would go by just the roots, like just the front. And I'm like, what? Oh no. Like I was so used to my hair being laid. So when I seen the curls coming out, I was like, So I relaxed. I told my mother to relax my hair again. She relaxed it. And I told my friend that I gave up that she relaxed it. And she's like, no, you don't understand. You gotta wait. Whatever. So I got into it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch YouTube videos. So I love YouTube. I'm always on YouTube.
I remember that.
So I found these natural hair girls on YouTube, and I'm like, ooh, and I was just like searching up all the girls on natural on the YouTube or whatever, natural hair, how to deal with it, whatever. And I seen their beginning stages till 4 years later, and I'm like, whoa, that's real. And then I said, you know what, I'm gonna stick through it. And I noticed that when they first started, like their first month was just like mine.
Right.
So I'm like, maybe mine will get better after. It will get better after. And then I went on from there. And then I guess, and I did the big. Yes, we did, but we first did the Rihanna cut.
Right,
we both did the Rihanna cut. So
she did it first.
I did it first. Yes,
I had to see it first and somebody else.
Oh my God, yo, it was first of all.
But it looked so nice though.
It looked nice, in my mind, I was so mad.
Really?
I was like, I look like a boy. I cried every day.
It
was my first time cutting my hair like that.
Oh my God.
That's short. So I remember it was the long bang, and then it was like
short,
basically
and then
shaved.
it got a little bigger here, and then it was just a long piece in there.
Oh my God, I was depressed. I really was depressed.
I did not know
that. I would cry in my room.
But you know what? You're smart because you didn't tell me that. Because had you, I wouldn't have cut my hair.
What? That's why I didn't tell you, because I knew you wasn't gonna cut your hair, and I wanted you to cut it with me. I know that's me. But I was like, I'm not gonna be the only one with short hair. Get out of here. I was like, yes, Mariela, girl, this haircut is in.
She gassed it.
I was like, this haircut is in. I really did though. I was like in it, and I was like, I love it. But then I'll come home and be like, I look like a boy. I hated it. And then everybody in church used to make fun of me. I was bullied.
Know that.
To tell you the truth, like like today, like now that I think about it, I was bullied in church.
I don't remember people making fun of you.
What? All the guys. They used to be like, oh, you look like a dude. They used to tell me all of that. So
Wow,
I was
the
like,
journey.
girl.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I went off from there. I did it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to stick with it. And what I love is that those YouTuber girls, they helped me in some way create confidence because it was hard.
No, yeah,
I'm not gonna say
I
that
never
day
watched
on I was
it, but
confident.
I got the confidence from you watching and you getting it.
Yeah.
So I would go to you and you, because I always got it the second hand, because I never really watched YouTube videos, but I do believe that they helped in the confidence.
They helped me a lot. So how do you? I was the one that told you about being natural.
Yeah, so
I don't remember.
I had always heard it and I wanted to try it, but I was like, I can never do it. Like, oh my God, I can never. So when you came up with the idea, so when you said it, I'm like, oh yeah, you're gonna do it, and you were like, yeah, I'll do it. I was like, oh okay, I'll do it if you do it first. And you were like, all right, I'm gonna cut my hair. I'm like, all right. So I left it, and then you came with your haircut. And I'm like, shit. So now I have to cut my hair. Okay, well if she can do it, I can do it too. So a few weeks, I think it was probably a month and a half afterwards when I cut it. And to me, it was. At first, I liked everything about it. As soon as I cut it, because I'm radical, so I love new things. But I think it was when it started to grow out of the Rihanna cut and the natural started kicking in, and like the transition between the natural and the perms, I didn't know what to do. And then when it really hit me was when I actually started cutting the perm. It was over.
Yeah.
I did not take my hat off for like a week, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. It looks ugly. I look like a boy. This is it. And then I remember that I was like, I think it was you. Like you were like, yo, Mariela, just do it. I didn't even know where you got the confidence from. Miss, I cried every night.
You got
so
you
were
play it off.
You were talking to me, and I was like, you know what? Whatever. And I actually still have the picture on Facebook the day that I actually cut it.
I remember. I have the picture too.
Yeah.
You were mad skinny by that time. Like,
yeah, I was
like a toothpick.
Skinny. Yes. We don't.
No, I'm not
that's
saying.
The next episode.
Oh my God!
That is the next
I'm just
episode.
saying. I mean, you don't even want to look like that anymore. You said you were too skinny.
I was, but so what?
Oh my. Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, so I cut my hair, whatever, and I remember gaining it from then because I expected to get you're ugly, and I remember walking outside and men will compliment me like, oh my God, you look beautiful, and I feel like, what?
Like they used to be like, oh, you got the Rihanna cut, you look, I love your haircut. They'll be like, and I'm just like, who, me?
Right. And you know what's crazy? A different type.
Yes.
I remember us talking about it, and I was like, yo, I remember the type of guys that would talk to me when my hair was permed, and when and I remember how it changed when I started to become natural. Like it was more mature type men that really like knew what they wanted. It was so different.
No, when my hair was straight, it was all straight Dominicans, ay mommy, blah blah blah. But then when I cut my hair, it was different men, like not just black, but like even Asians, white boys, and I'm like, all right.
Okay.
You know, cause you know it had to be the hair. You know it was the hair, girl. Right. So I was like, okay. But then that was the thing. You know, we had the Rihanna cut for quite a while. Did you cut it around the same time I cut it? I don't remember.
What do you mean?
Like the bangs, all the relaxed hair.
No, you cut it first. Everything you did first.
Okay.
You cut it first, and then I watched you. And then you started wearing it. Like I remember you would wear it, and I was like, okay, so I guess all right. So then but after I cut it, I didn't wear it. I wore it for a week. I had a hat on. Then you were like, Mariela, you really.
I remember.
You need to stop. And I was like, ah. Oh. So then I actually like just started wearing it, and it completely changed my life.
Listen, it's been 7 years.
I started to like really love. I don't know what happened. I was talking to this guy the other day. It didn't. But he was telling me, he's like, I heard that it's a big transformation. Is it true? And I was like, absolutely. And he's like, but how? Can you explain to me? And I said, I cannot. It's something so spiritual. Like like I really started to see me for me. Yeah. And because you know what it is, I think that permed hair, it made you fit into everybody else. Like you look like everybody else. Yeah. So you really didn't have your identity. And when you started to take off the perm, you had no choice but to see who you really were, who you really look like. Yes. And you were forced to either accept it.
You were forced to accept it because I feel as though after I turned natural, I had to face my family. I remember
when you went to DR.
Girl, I had to face my family members. What are you doing?
To this day, my mom.
Hair. Oh my God. Yes. My family members, I'm talking about parents, uncles, aunts, cousins, all of that. My friends, they weren't used to seeing me with short curly hair. I'm talking about everybody in my circle. I had to face, and then I had to face myself as well because I wasn't confident. I had, oh my God, my self-esteem was so low, and then
and it's crazy because it was you. I feel like we learned how low it was in the journey. Yeah. So for some weird reason, when your hair was permed, I swore that I had confidence. Like, oh no, I'm the shit. And when you cut it, you realize you're like, oh,
girl, it's like they stripped you off. Like I was not even. It was my comfortability.
Right.
Because I was comfortable. I mean, everybody straightening their hair. Everybody, washing say, aquello, the salon. But now, after we stopped that, it was like, oh my God, did you see her? Oh my God, did she cut her hair? I know, but she looked so pretty with her hair straight.
And they will call us, there was a phrase in Spanish, but basically nappy head sisters. I remember the older ladies. Something like that. But I remember the older ladies would be like, oh, ahí está la hermana con, and I used to be like, what the? But I wouldn't, after a while I didn't care, but in my mind I'm like, wow, like these people are really going in.
Let me tell y'all, we went through it everywhere we went. Yeah. And the good thing is I'm happy that she was with me along the journey because we were able to talk about it. Like I would tell her, ask her how many times I gave up or wanted to give up. Because let me tell you that when I went natural, I gave up and I relaxed my hair.
I remember.
I think a year into it.
Yeah, I remember.
I was so tired of people talking about my hair. I'm like, why is it that my hair defines who I am? Mm-hmm. And it was all about my hair all of a sudden.
I even remember you dating a guy who like was in love with you, but wanted you to perm your hair.
Wanted me to have straight hair.
Yeah, and I remember you telling me like, oh, he wants me. And I was like, Lorraine, like, he doesn't love you. And I remember you like, no, I know you're right. And then a month later, I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
But that's part of the journey. So.
Low self-esteem is what happens. I did not have self-esteem. It's just, I felt like I said, my straight hair was my comfortability. It was so, I was comfortable with it. Everybody had that at the time. And being natural, especially with short hair. I mean, I was 3 months in and I had cut it like this. It was this short, literally. And when I had cut it, I was like, what did I do? Oh my God, it was when I cut it, I was literally crying while I was cutting it. I was like, but I remember know that it was something I had to do. Like I knew it was something that I had to do, and I thank God for those.
It was like the next stage. Like
yes,
you had to go to the next.
I had to. I went through so many like I don't understand. I don't know about you because I didn't really talk to you about this, but I went through so many stages with this. Like
you didn't give me that much detail, but I didn't because we have two different personalities. And I feel like with me, once I decided I'm going to do it, and even if it's the worst, like even if I'm going through, like I remember my mom, even now, like, permanent, I was like, no. Like I already changed, you can't change my mind. But you maybe, because that's the area where you're like, it was hurting you hard and you were already indecisive, so maybe that's why you went through.
It hit me hard. And it hit me so hard. And I wasn't what people saw me as anymore. And I'm just like, wow. And I really found it fascinating how important hair is to people.
Oh my God, me too.
Girl, I was like, wow.
My God, me
too.
It's
deeper than just straight hair and curly hair. It's deeper than that. Why is it that our type of hair or, natural hair is not accepted? Why not? Especially in the Hispanic community.
Right.
And I'm like, there's something wrong with what's going on.
And honestly, even in the Black community, because with them, they may have natural hair, but they never show it.
Right.
They always have weave. So somehow, some way, everyone's always gonna cover their natural hair.
I don't understand. And it was a battle. I went through hell and back with this, man. And like I said, it's more than just hair. Yeah. They messed with my self-esteem, and I was like, yo, if somebody could
it's not that they messed with it. I think they challenged it.
That's
what it was.
They challenged it.
You now have to question whether or not you really felt beautiful, whether or not you really felt that you were that That's what I was telling you. When we were permed, it's like, oh, I know I'm beautiful. You don't tell me. But once you cut it off and like everything changed, you're like, wait, am I
We
beautiful?
were stripped apart.
Am I the person that I think that I always were?
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yes. I felt like I had to really think about why why was I letting these people make me feel this way? And I was like, okay, there's something wrong with me. There's not just something wrong with them, but there's something wrong with me as well, because I shouldn't let them define who I am. No matter if the whole world is against me, I should stand. Because the only one, at the end of the day, the only one that's going to stand beside you is yourself.
Right.
And you have to stand up for yourself, because ain't nobody going to do it for you.
Right.
So, I mean, hello, look at my parents. My parents never did it for me. And people will talk to them about it. And I said, if my parents, especially my parents who are the closest to me, is not gonna stand up for me, then I gotta do it myself. And then I have a problem. I have an issue. I got self-esteem problems, so I had to face that. I said, okay, I have self-esteem problems.
And not had to face, still facing, because, well, for me.
Yes, for me, it's absolutely. But it's different this time.
Right.
Because I have grown, like, I was
about to say that, so let's stop. Tell me 3 lessons you learned through this journey.
3 lessons?
Yep, 3 of the biggest lessons that you learned.
Ooh! She went there. Ooh! Okay, so 3 lessons. What did I learn? Okay. Oh, man. For one, I really, truly learned how to love myself.
I agree.
Because let me tell you that this journey made me see that so many parts and ugly truths about myself.
Oh my God.
It made me see so many ugly truths about myself. I mean, it challenged me like crazy. So I learned to really love myself. It's something that took years to do. It took years. But now it's steady and sturdy. Thank you, Jesus. Because it was not cute. Right. It was not cute. I learned to love myself. I learned not to let people's opinions get to me, for sure.
My 2 in my head. So go ahead. My 3rd. So I would say my first lesson was, like you said, value, or like knowing my worth, or loving who I really am. And I say that because before that, I defined my beauty based on other people. So, and what other people considered beautiful was what everybody else looked like. So permed hair, Jordans, expensive clothes, all those exterior things was how I defined my beauty. So when people said, oh, you're beautiful, I'd be like, oh, I know. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, I know, because I wear expensive clothes and my hair is always done permed and blown out. So that's how I define beauty. And when I took that off, because the hair is the most important part, I was faced to look at, like, damn, I had to question and, like, reevaluate. So the second lesson that I would say that I learned is choosing my men. Because back in the day, because I had the idea of, well, beauty is what you look exterior, then I chose my men what they look exterior. So they also had to wear expensive clothes and look this certain way, this idea of what handsome was. And when I started to change, I realized that those same guys that considered me beautiful, it was so many of them in my neighborhood, all the guys were on me. When I went natural, and I mean like 98% of them didn't find me attractive anymore. They used to be like, oh yeah, I'm nappy ass head, or yo, perm your hair, yo, nah, you gotta go back. And I used to be like, so that was my realization. I was like, okay, so apparently if my genuine beauty isn't good enough for you, then you're not good enough for me. So, and I started to choose men completely differently. So the type of men that I find attractive and that I go for now are so different than what they were before. And lesson 3, I don't know. So go ahead, finish, and I'll think about my 3rd.
Well, while she was talking out, she just made me think about something. So, lesson 3 is truly learning how to be myself, because being yourself is literally being stripped of society, what society says you should be, and really looking in deep to who you really are.
Right.
And that's hard to do, especially today. It's hard to do. And people judge you. People judge you according to how you dress, how you look, what you wear, how you speak. What do you do? So you're always being judged everywhere. So really, like, I don't know. Like I said, it's not just hair. It's not just hair. It's bigger than that.
Even our styles were even different.
Our styles were different.
Completely different.
But you know what?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's crazy because now that we're both natural, it's more in sync. So it's like, I would say that for me, lesson number 3 was knowing myself, like loving myself and embracing like finding my identity.
Yes, finding my identity.
Because now I wear what I like. I don't care. But I was forced to do it because back in the day when I would wear what everybody else wanted.
From, like,
$12? Okay.
And I rock them. Hey.
Back in the day when I would wear what everybody else wanted, I looked good. But then when the hair came out and everybody else was like shunned me, I had no choice but to like, well, you don't. Apparently, I'm ugly to you anyway, so I might as well start finding out what I like.
What I like.
And I started to pick out different clothes, and now it's just like I wear what I want, whenever I want, however I want to look, I look. I don't care what anybody says, but I feel like within that, I've become so much more beautiful.
And free!
Yes.
And free.
Yes,
That's
crazy.
That's beautiful, free. It feels so good to go against society, first of all.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Going against society.
Right?
We'll
going against society. Society says this and that, and skinny and tall, and skin, long hair and straight hair, and this and that, and you gotta, no. And it feels good to go against something. Like, it just feels good to be like, no, and be confident about it.
Right, and stand on it,
Right. What would you do if you knew that no one around you was gonna judge you? That you could just live the freest life you've ever lived and be yourself.
Who you are.
Who would you be?
Everything about you would be different.
Yeah.
Who cares?
And it's crazy because you think that without
it's like
knowing you about to think.
And then you have to catch yourself like, wait.
Yeah. And I'm just like, and I think about it and I'm like, Lorraine, just literally, who cares?
Do you remember, when did I start dancing? Because remember that I never danced in front of anybody.
You didn't. It was hard to
because I was focused on what everybody was saying.
It was so annoying.
So I'm gonna say that would be another thing that happened. I started to care less, and like again, this is a journey that is still continuing to happen. But I find myself loving me and enjoying me so much more now that now I can like dance in front of people, and I don't care what anybody else says. You know, when there's a couple liquor on the side.
We gotta put liquor in the system. So. She always wear like Mariela, you gonna dance, she be like, well, give me a cup. Yeah, give me a cup, I need a drink first. And then you'll see me dance.
But before, even with the cup, I'd be like, no, I'm not dancing. Yeah. But you can give me a cup though, but I'm not dancing. The journey has been amazing. Would you recommend going natural to anybody?
All right. What I would say is, if you really want to go natural, just do it. If you want to, even if you want to transition, if you want to let your relaxed hair grow out a certain length that you feel comfortable with, that's fine too. Like it's up to you. But I feel like it's a different you. Like it's just, you're gonna find something, and if it's not the same things we found within ourselves, it's gonna be something different, but it's gonna benefit you in your life, and it's gonna better for you. What would you suggest to people who want to go natural?
I would tell everybody to go natural, and not because of the style, because I feel like now it's somewhat of a style, so people are doing it just for the style, beyond for the style. Like, you're gonna find yourself, and I would want everybody to find, especially us brown sisters, like, you need to find yourself, because if you really, I don't want to get into it, but if you really look at the history, we want straight hair because of history. And that is not our history. That's not how our hair grows out of our head. So love who you really are, and in order for you to really love who you really are, you have to go to that, which is the natural state. So I would recommend it to anybody.
Yes. Also, look for support system. There's YouTube, there's Google. I mean, hello.
We're here for free.
We're here. I'm sure you have friends that are natural, whatever. Just, ask people questions. What do you use? What should I do? Did you turn to transition? Did you not? But anyways, guys, it was nice talking about this.
Yeah.
I enjoyed talking about this because we were real. We got real and deep with it. The conversation that we would have, we kind of had it on the camera.
Yeah, which is normal.
Basically
what we do.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, we're gonna come to you with another video very, very, very soon. And thank you for sticking with us.
Any suggestions, please, for free.
Yes, let us know.
Yeah, we don't mind.
We love to talk.
Right.
As you can tell. But anyways, thank you guys. We love you. Bye.
Peace.